Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field. When we started, there were 9, and now there is 1. I'm talking about games played this week in Agganis week. This is the granddaddy, the 58th Agganis All-Star football game. This ends a great week of participation, athletes, families. Some of the kids, young men, young women, have played in multiple games. Some have played in 2 or 3 of these games. Everybody's had a smile on their face. This is, by the way, the tiebreaker. North and South have played 8 games, and it's 4 apiece, 4 wins for each team. So they left it up to the football teams to decide who would win the week. This is the 58th. It started in 1956, and that would mean that it's the 63rd. But from 1959 to 1964, the state headmasters put a moratorium on all-star games during the school year, which is when the Agganis Classic had been played. They used to play it the first Sunday in December. The polio all-star game took place during the summer, so there was for 5 years they didn't play. It came back and started again in 1965. It's been going strong ever since. They played at different places. In 1969 they played a game at BU. They played some games starting in 74 in Salem. They played a few games in Wakefield starting in 83. They came back to Manning in 86. 2005 they moved to Salem again, and they came back to Manning, and they've been here now with the new setup. Originally, the old Manning Bowl for a time was actually condemned. They couldn't play there, so that's why they moved it around different places, and they finally knocked Manning Bowl down and built this new place, and we're going strong. The North leads at 22-18 when it was North and South. They changed over and picked up people from other areas going all over the state, made it East and West, and the East was 9-7. There was one tie in 1987. They've come back and made it North and South again. And the North are looking for 3 in a row, 4 out of 5. And the North is going to kick it off. The South won the toss but deferred. So the South is going to get the ball first. Mark Federico from North Andover will do the kicking off chores. And he kicks it deep into the end zone, like 2 yards deep. They're going to try and run it out, slipping and falling at around the 15-yard line. Echeverria caught it a couple of yards deep in the end zone, got it out to the 15-yard line. So that's where they'll put it in play. They go from the spread, double wideouts to either side. They run it straight ahead. Adam Bowler from Arlington, the quarterback, takes it for a couple. So it'll be second down and just about 8. Gained almost 2. 3 wideouts to the near side, 2 to the far side. Quarterback Bowler by himself in the backfield. Handoff not going to go anywhere. They get buried in the backfield. Ball run by Peter Roach. Peter Roach lost a couple there. Back to the 10, so they lost 7. It'll be 3rd down and 15. Five wideouts again. Low snap, looking to throw. Throws it deep. He had a man near. He had to get rid of it very quickly. They're going to have to kick it away. So the North does it on defense. They could get very good field position. The deepest guy is at the 40-yard line of the South. High short kick. It's not going to go very far. It takes a backward bounce at about the 22-yard line. It's going to be about a 12-yard kick. And the North is set up. You almost couldn't ask for better field position to start a drive. They put it at the 21. So it's an 11-yard punt. And North is set up in virtual perfect spot. They come out in the I formation. Brendan Tracy of Danvers is the quarterback. Off the left side for a couple. Bob Adams of Beverly with the carry. He picked up 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from the 19. They go the spread now. One wide out to either side. Full house backfield. Low snap looking to throw. They let it fly for the corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Bodies coming together in the end zone. Third and 8. North trying to hold them off after giving them very good field position. Wideouts right and left, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side now as they slip out there. Looking to throw again. Quick out. Caught. Enough for a 1st down. Hooked up just inside the 15. Made the catch. And they get a big 1st down. They put the ball down at the 8. So he picked up 11 yards and the first down. Looking to throw again, in trouble. Now he's going to take off and run with it. And he runs it into the end zone. Brendan Tracy of Danvers takes it in. He goes 8 for the touchdown. "21 yards in 4 plays. Mark Federico will look for the extra point. And he drills it through.
By Mark Federico is good. North 7, South 0.
Played just over 3 minutes. So Federico will kick it off again. So they'll kick it off again. So very quickly the North takes advantage of that short punt. The defense got them good field position. Nice crowd here tonight for this one. Good to see for the wrap-up of the week. All the family, relatives, and friends coming out. Football fans. They booted deep again. At the 1 yard line. Start to the near side. Now looking to go to the far side. And gets what he can. Gets right about to the 20 yard line. Elvin Gonzalez of Lynn Tech with the return. Gets it to the 20 yard line.
South will have the ball first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the spread. They try to run it straight ahead. They run into a lot of blue shirts.
Chase Bono on the carry. Stopped by the North defense.
Chase Bono picked up a yard to the 21. Chase Bono gets the privilege of wearing number 33. Harry Agganis' number. Pass complete. Echeverria with the catch.
Pass from Adam Bowler. Jalen Echeverria for a South first down.
Their first down. Out to the 31. They picked up 10. Echeverria was a young man who hadn't played football since Pop Warner. Dressed for St. Mary's this year, ran for 1,000, had a boatload of touchdowns, had almost 2,000 yards total, and helped get them to the Super Bowl, as well as scoring 1,000 points in basketball.
Flag on the play.
Jonathan Neal of Stoneham was the ball carrier, but we got a flag on the play.
Ball is rushed by Jonathan Neal.
All right.
By number 32. Go to Scott.
Illegal procedure against the South. They're going to mark it off.
Ball started on the South 5-yard penalty. First and 15.
They'll move it back to the 26. It'll be first and 15. They double the wideouts to either side. One running back with Bowler in the backfield. Faking, taking off and running with it. Turns the corner and gets the penalty yardage.
Chris Galley. Tackled by Jake Lane.
Chris Galley was the ball carrier for Marblehead. Jake Lane from Newburyport made the tackle about 10 yards out of bounds. He picked up 8, so he got almost half, a little more than half of what they need. So it'll be second and 7. Motion coming to the near side. Snap is low. Winds up. They fall on it. Back at the 22. They lose 12 on the play. So now it's 3rd and half a mile. Third and 19. They're back at the 22. They fake, they keep it, and ran a simple quarterback keep. Galley with the keeper. And it's going to bring them another punting situation. They move it out. We'll call it the 24 and give them 2. And South is hoping the kick goes a little bit further than the last one. Last one only went 11 yards. Low snap. They get it, and they boot it away. Almost had a major disaster. South is going to come out of it better than they thought. They get it out to their own 43-yard line, but it could have been even worse. The snap was bad. He made a great play going to get it and had enough time to get the punt on, but North is going to have good field position again at the South 43-yard line. They stay in that I formation. Wideouts to either side. Pitch coming to the near side. Getting to the 40-yard line.
Ball carried by number 47, Louis Grindy's. Tackle made by
Louis Garides of Peabody. Picked up 3.
Frank Sims, fair.
2nd and 7. They now go to the spread. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Looking to throw over the middle. Caught and dropped. Had it, couldn't hold on.
3rd and 6.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 from the 40-yard line. North leading at 7-0. This is their second possession. Again, 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Looking to throw, quickly gets it out. Caught. It's going to be awful close to a first down.
Pass from Brendan Tracy, complete. Number 1, Mark Federico.
Federico with the catch. They made the first down. They got it to the 33, which is where they had to go. They needed 7. They got exactly 7. So they hold on to the football.
First down, North.
Nice throw, nice catch from Tracy to Federico. That's damaged to North Andover. Again, they go to the spread with the double wideouts to the far side. Low snap, looking. They let it go deep. They got a man behind the defense. Caught for a touchdown. They gave one little pump fake to the outside, throw it deep.
Brendan Tracy to number 88, Matt Freeman.
Freeman made the over-the-shoulder catch. Perfect throw. 33 yards on the pass play. So both drives have taken 4 plays. This one's 43 yards. And Federico will look. He made the catch to get the first down. He'll look to add his second point after. Yeah, I think we got an offside. Echeverria came flying in.
Offside defense.
I don't think things are going to change. I think they're still going to kick the extra point. So North, in just under 8 minutes, have put 2 scores on the board. This one hits the goalpost.
Extra point, no good.
So that's the only negative for the offense so far.
North 13, South 0.
North has got 64 yards in their 2 drives for 2 touchdowns. 51 of them throwing the ball. Tracy having a pretty good first period. He's also running for 8 yards. He's got 8 of their 13 yards rushing. Federico will use that right foot again. He's made 1 of 2 extra points and he's kicked off twice. This will be the 3rd time. Nice crowd on this side. Nice little sprinkling of crowd on the far side. Good to see. It's a cool night. Nice night for not a heavy jacket, maybe a light jacket. And he line drives it deep again. They're going to down it and take it at the 20-yard line. Echeverria had it and said, no, I'm not going to bother to run it out. I'm going to go down in the end zone and take a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. South will have it for the 3rd time. They only have 1 first down. And they've had to punt twice, and both times, first time, outstanding field position at the 21-yard line. Second time, good field position at the South 43. North has taken advantage both times. 3 wideouts to the near side, 2 to the far side. Over the middle, caught.
Pass complete to number 12, Adam Bowler. Number 21, Connor Donahue.
Donahue with the catch. Incomplete. We got a whistle. Hall takes the timeout. 3rd and a yard. I was looking, saying they should have had a first down, because I was thinking they brought the ball to the 20-yard line, but the touchback brings it out to the 25. They've got those new college rules this year. They're going with the NCAA. Coaches weren't happy when they accepted those, But they were overruled by the MIAA, so they're going to go with the college rules. So that brings the touchback out to the 25 rather than the 20. So 3rd and a yard. The keep off the right side is going to get enough for first down, a little bit more.
So first down by number 12, Alan Cole.
That's their second first down. As he gets it out to the 40-yard line, he needed a yard, he got 6. Again, they double the wideouts to either side. Motion coming. Quick out. Almost picked off.
Pass incomplete. 2nd and 10.
I think Carlos Fernandez from Peabody was the most surprised guy in the house. Looked like they're throwing it to him. Second and 10 from the 40-yard line. Clock is stopped with 2:07 left in this first period. Three wideouts to the far side, 2 to the near side. Again, motion coming. They fake it. Bowler runs straight ahead. Bumps out to the outside. Almost got a first down. Good heads up. He was looking to go off the right tackle. He got hit and just bounced it to the outside and picked up pretty good yardage.
It'll be a 3rd and 2 for the South.
He gets it to the 48-yard line. So he picked up 8. And this might be 4-down territory here. Trailing 13-0. Nice night for the game. They were predicting in the 90s. I said, please, not for the football game. These kids will die. They double the wideouts to either side. Bowler straight ahead. Looks like he's got enough. He sneaks across the 50-yard line. They put it right at, now they put it inside at the 49. So they're in North Territory for the first time. This drive has put them back on the plus side rushing. They were -9 after their first 2 possessions. First period winding down as they sent 3 wideouts to the near side, 2 to the far side. And now they're saying that's the end of the first period.
That's the end of the first quarter.
So the North scored on their first 2 possessions. South has only got 27 yards of offense, but they're on the move after being shut down the first 2 times. North went 64 yards in 2 plays, 51 of them in the air. They missed the extra point on the second one, but it's 13-0, the North over the South at the end of 1 period. Back at Manning Field, we're set to start the second period. First and 10 from just inside midfield. South getting in the north side for the first time. They need a comeback. They send 3 wideouts to the far side, 2 to the near side. Motion. That's Galley, I believe.
Ball rushed by number 10, Chris Gallen. Tackled by number
He picked up 3. It'll be second down and 7.
Number 17, Bob Adams.
They double the receivers on either side.
Second and 7.
Motion again. Looking to throw. They let it go deep. Echeverria was there. Makes the catch. Down to the 5-yard line. Good throw by Galley. Nice catch by Echeverria.
Adam Boland and number 4, Jalen Echeverria.
Down to the 5.
5-yard line.
41 yards on the throw and catch. And that was Bowler with the throw. Perfect throw right on the money. Echeverria made the catch. They're at the 5-yard line. Bowler with the carry, got maybe a yard.
Well rushed by number 12, Adam Boland.
They give him 2
By number 17,
to the 3.
Bob Adams.
So he picked up 2. Second and goal from the 3. Looking to go straight ahead. I think that's Bono, I believe.
Ball rushed by Chase Bono. Blocked by number 17, Bob Adams. And number 17,
They try to go off the right side.
Chris Glass.
They got right back to the 3 for no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 3 from the 3.
We have a timeout by the North.
The North takes a timeout. We mentioned this is the 58th Agganis Football Classic. This is the granddaddy. Started in 1956. Way back then it was English's Tippy Johnson. Playing for the North back in those days. They've switched around a couple of times, North and South. He had 2 big runs, brought the North back from 16 to 10 down to win at 1916. He was an outstanding football player, very good baseball player, outstanding hockey player. He signed a major league contract with probably, he was very good, but probably his worst sport was baseball. He was very good in baseball, but that wasn't his best sport. Hockey was his best sport. He was an outstanding football player as well. One of the best ever in the city of Lynn, and we've had a few of them. 3rd and goal from the 3. North trying to hold on to their 13-0 lead. South trying to get back in the game a little bit. Looking to throw, quick out, incomplete. And it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Pass incomplete.
He was looking for the quick out to Echeverria.
3.5 yards.
Now it's going to be 4th down. I think the South is going to take a timeout to talk about it. Just over 8 minutes left in this first half. North has had it twice. They've scored twice. First time they only had to go 21 yards.
On the concession, on the press box side, the concession is down below. So hot dogs, sausages, cold drinks.
So 8:08 left. South trying to get on the board. They look golden. The 41-yard pass play from Bowler to Echeverria got them down to the 5-yard line. But they've only picked up 2 yards in 3 plays. And they're down now to 4th and goal from the 3. So let's see what they come up with. Pat Sobolewski from Pope John is the coach of the South. Brian St. Pierre, former pro quarterback, coach of St. John's Prep, is coaching the North. So here we go. Bowler by himself in the backfield. 5 wideouts. Looking over the middle, knocked away. They're not going to score.
By number 27, Carlos Hernandez. The knock ball on 1st and 10 from his own 3.5-yard line.
I almost walked into your class today.
I know you should have came because somebody said they saw you in the
No,
hallway.
she told me. She said, look at your daughter's in. And the janitor said, yeah. I said, the door was closed. I said, I don't know. I found out later, she told me, that you were there. If I knew you were there, I would have walked in.
Oh,
They're going to South Carolina.
yeah, I know. She left today. Do you ever ride in the airport? She's wonderful. Really, I didn't even know she was in the district.
No, my wife did a very
You're
good
going to
job.
Notre Dame in October, I heard. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. I loved her.
So the South is turned aside. The North will now get it deep in their own end. They go to that I formation. Kept in the end zone. They throw it. Did he make the catch or was he out of bounds? They completed the pass. Jake Laney for Newburyport went up and made the catch.
Billy Whalen, number 80, Jake Lane, for knock 1st down.
So they get out of harm's way, out to the 26. They pick up 23 in a 1st down. So South had a golden opportunity and it got away from them. The pitch, trying to go to the right side, stacked up. He carries a couple of people with him.
Ball carried by number 41.
Chris Garambi from Salem.
Brought down by number 52, Manu Patel.
Out to the 33. They picked up 7.
2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 from the 33. Harry Agganis his number. The 2 guys, Chris Bono from the South and Jake McElroy of North Andover from the North are the 2 guys wearing Harry's number. That's quite an honor. Salem runs it again and gets a 1st down.
Ball again carried by Chris Martin. Tackle made by Jalen Echeverria. We have a knock 1st down.
Out to the 39. Picked up 6 more. They give it to him again. This time he gets piled up.
Ball carried by number 41, Chris Vargas. Tackled by number 95, Aiden Cottle.
Garambi of Salem picks up another yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. And the North leading 13-0, eating up the clock here. As we got 6 minutes and counting left in the half. Three wideouts, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side as they go to the spread this time. Faking a couple of times, now looking. Caught in traffic. What a catch. Billy Whalen gave himself a lot of time. Whalen kind of faked it, signaling goal. He went deep, he threw it up, and he outfought the defender. And they're down to the 44-yard line of the South. 16 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the South 44-yard line.
So this started way back at their 3-yard line when they held the South, when it looked like the South was going to get back in the game. And all of a sudden, the North takes it back, and now they're moving it again. Billy Whalen, the southpaw. He's played in a couple of these games. He's from Hamilton, Wenham. I don't know if we're related to the Whalens, who are outstanding family at Lynn English. Garambi again. He's the workhorse. 41 gets to the 41. He picked up 3. Second and 7.
Second and 7.
Double wideouts come to the near side this time. Through the hands of Whalen, trying to fall on it. It's loose. There's a pileup at the 46-yard line. A skirmish going on as to who has the football. And temp is flaring a little bit. You don't think this game is meaningful to some of these people? Your guess is as good as mine who recovered that fumble, but the South recovers. They'll have it at the North 46-yard line. So they lose 13 yards on the play, and they also lose the ball. North is going over 100 yards of offense in this. South has got a chance to get back in it with just under 4 minutes left. They run off the right side, holding on to the football. And that's Galley.
Ball carried by number 10, Chris Galley.
They get to the 38 for a pickup of 8. South going quick. 5 wideouts, 3 to the near side. Galley by himself in the backfield. Now in motion. They fake it. Over the middle, wide open, Echeverria.
Pass from Chris Galley, complete. Jalen Echeverria, the South first down at the North 16.
At the 16-yard line.
First and 10.
22 yards and a first down. They've been down here before and got shut down. They keep the 5 wideouts, 3 to the near side. Echeverria in motion. They fake it to him, and they pile up Galley in the backfield.
Ball carried by Chris Galley. Tackle made by number 73, Chris Glass.
They lose a couple to the 18. So the one time the North got stopped, it was the snap that was mishandled, wound up in a fumble recovered by the South. Otherwise, they were 2 for 2. Touchdowns and possessions until the last one. Now the 3 wideouts go to the far side. With the 5 wideouts, nobody in the backfield with Galley. Motion coming, they faking. Over the middle. Incomplete. Pass was just a little bit behind. He had a step, the pass was just a little bit behind. He had to reach for it, couldn't hold on. 3rd and 12. Just over 2 minutes left in this first half. They double the wideouts to either side. They leave a back in with Galley. Faking, looking, in trouble. Rolling. Lets it fly. Incomplete. I'm going to be a Monday morning quarterback and saying Galley has some room. He might be able to run with the ball. Easy for me to say from up here. So again, the South faced with a 4th down. 4th and 12. Big play for both teams. More importantly for the South, they double the wideouts to either side, trying to leave some protection for Galley in the backfield. They complete the play wide open, and everybody stopped because they thought the play was over. They didn't blow the whistle, not the same.
Number 12, Adam Moeller. Number 81, Connor Lynch. Offside defense, that'll be declined. That'll be a
The North jumped. Everybody stopped because they thought the play was over. .46 yards in 6 plays. Who's the receiver? 81? Connor Lynch from Swampscott was the receiver for that one. South going to go for 2. Direct snap. They come up short. They try the old Patriots play. You see that snap. They snap. Brady goes up in the air like he's got the snap. He's going to roll and maybe throw the ball, and they snap it to the running back that tries to run in the 2-point conversion.
Once again, on the press box side, there's a concession stand and serving
So they
sauce.
cut into that lead now, 13-6. .203 left in this first half. So maybe carrying a little momentum into the locker room because they'll get the ball to start the second half. They're telling them to run the clock. So there's less than that. They're running the clock down. They run it down to 149. That's what's left. South put the ball down the wrong place. They were kicking off, doing a kick from the 35. And the North falls on it at about the 27-yard line.
Ball received and down by number 44, Matt Fury. North ball first and 10. 29 yards.
At the North 29. The sun comes out very bright right in the face of everybody up here in the stands. As it's looking to settle down, it looked like he had gone down and was out of everybody's way. Whalen looking to throw. In trouble, going to take off and run with it. Yeah, he's going to get a couple of yards.
Ball rushed by number 2, Billy Whalen. Brought down by number 54, Emerson Ramirez.
They give him 3.
Timeout, North.
South has passed for exactly 100 yards. North has passed for 90. South has gone ahead yardage-wise. They've got 119 yards in the half. North has 117, but they only had to go that short distance for the first touchdown. Didn't have to go much further than that for the second. 1:23 left as the sun gets really, really bright. Right at midfield. Right in our eyes. Whalen again looking.
Flag on the play.
Let's see what the penalty is about.
Yeah, 2 flags on the play.
They completed the pass for a first down. Let's see how the penalties stack up. North.
Number 2, Billy Whalen was completed to number 1, Mark Federico.
Federico made the catch from Whalen. But let's see how the penalties filter this out. They have the ball at the 44, but they're going to move it back. They're marking it 5 yards against the South. They're going to mark it a little further for the North, and it's going to give them a first down. So it was a 5-yard penalty against the South, a 15-yard penalty. 5 yard against the North, 15 against the South. It puts the ball out to the 42. It'll be a first down. And it's hard to even see now with the sun right in our eyes. And the play would be at midfield because that's where the sun is right now. So it's 1st and 10. So it was a 5-yarder against the North and a 15 against the South. And it winds up a first down at the North 42-yard line. Just over a minute left. Whalen looking to throw. Steps up, lets it fly deep. He's got a man there. What a great catch in traffic.
North pass from number 2, Billy Whalen. Number 88,
Mac Friedman.
first down. And North first down, the South.
Friedman went up, used his body, went up over the defender and just took it away like he out-rebounded him. 39 yards and a first down. They give it Garambi from Salem.
Ball run by number 41.
Just about back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Down by number 54, Emerson Ramirez. 77.
Clock is running with 45 seconds left. North taking a little too much time in the huddle. They should be going without a huddle. Two wideouts to the near side, one to the far side. Whalen looking to throw. Over the middle, incomplete.
Pass from number 2, Billy Whalen.
James Moisey from Saugus, I think, was the guy that knocked it down.
Darius McNeil. 3rd and 10 on the South's 19-yard line.
3rd and 10 with 23 ticks left on the clock. At least they're out of the sun. I can look to the left and actually see somebody. But if you look up quick, that sun blinds you, and you lose track of everything. Again, 2 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Whalen dropping back, looking. Flag on the play. I think that might be holding. They were laying on top of the South defender. There's 2 flags on the play. It's coming back. It's coming back. They took the defender down and then laid on top of him. Holding against the North. That'll push it back to the 29. Now it's 3rd and 20 with 15 ticks left. South's trying to shut them down, keep that momentum. North trying to get their 2-touchdown lead back. Anything under 20 yards, if it's caught, we'll probably run the clock out. Whalen caught, out of bounds, so they'll get another play.
Pass from number 2, Billy Whalen. Complete to number 9,
Rod Ramongu. 4th and 7. The ball is at the 16-yard line. They picked up 13. North takes a timeout. So this is it. They virtually have to go in the end zone with 7 seconds left. South went down and scored on a perfect pass play from Bola to corner Lynch, and they caught the North because everybody thought North was offside. They thought there was no whistle blown. North stopped thinking the play was dead. Lynch got behind everybody and Bola hit him with the pass. They missed the extra point, but it's 13-6. And they're hoping to carry that momentum into the locker room because they get the ball to start the second half. So a big play here for both teams. They virtually have to go into the end zone. Dropping back with plenty of time. Lets it fly to the corner. Nice defense. Chase Bono, wearing that number 33, broke up the play on the last play of the half. A perfect pass from Whalen. Looking for Federico, cutting right to the near corner of the end zone. He put it right on the money. Chase Bono at the last second got there and made the play and knocked it down. So North scored on their first 2 possessions, one with a very short punt, 21 yards. They went 43 the second one. South had a chance. They had it first and goal at the 5, couldn't get it in. They finally did get it in. 46 yards in 6 plays near the end of the second period and the end of the half. They made it 13-6. And that's where we are at halftime. It's the North 13, the South 6 at halftime. Forgive my mistake. South comes out trying an onside kick, trying to get the ball. I gave you the wrong information. I said that it was the South with momentum. They would get the kick to start the second half, but they didn't really. It was North kicking off to start the game. So the ball will be at the North 49-yard line. In that first half, South had 19 yards rushing, 100 yards passing, 6 first downs. The North had 20 yards rushing, 142 passing, and 8 first downs. And the score is 13-6 in favor of the North. And they have it at their 49-yard line. Keeping it, rolling it, throwing it, caught, and dropped. Nice fake by Tracy, rolling out, and he put it on the money, but they couldn't hold on. So it will be 2nd and 10. South talking themselves when they got that ball down 1st and goal at the 5 and couldn't kick it in. Then it almost looked like the North was going to go down and score again. Clock ran out on them. From the spread, looking to throw. The quick out, caught, and that'll be a first down. The catch by Federico. Down to the 39-yard line of the South. 12 yards and a first down. Now they put it at the 40-yard line. Alvin Gonzalez of Tech made the stop. We talked about Chase Bono making that great play from Classical at the end of the half. Handoff off the right side, banging ahead to about the 32-yard line. Jared Simpson of Linfield. They put the ball down at the 32-yard line. So they picked up 8. North on the move, starting the second half. Lights have been on for a while. The sun has finally gone down behind the trees over the cemetery, and we can actually see everybody. Quick out, incomplete. Threw it a little bit behind. He was going to turn around and hook up, and the pass was a little bit outside. He's going to bring up a 3rd and 2. They break the eye, wide receiver, right and left. Little delay, and they go no place. They get hit in the backfield. As soon as he handed the ball off, he was nailed. Big defensive play by Marion Patel, Northeast Regional. They lost 3 on the play. Big 4th down play coming up. They need 5. Someone's trying to hold them and get the ball back. They go to the spread, double wideouts to either side. Now they put tight end to the near side, 1 wide out. Rolling, faking. He runs for the first down. Nice job by Tracy. He's having himself a night. For 2 touchdowns, he ran for 1 and passed for 1. They get to the 29. He picked up 6. They go back to the spread. Looking throw, faking, now rolling. Steps away again. Nice job. Inside the 25.
Ball rushed by number 12, Brendan Tracy. Brought down by number 62, Tim Mazzell. Number 41, Sean O'Brien.
Mike Mazzell and Sean O'Brien combined for the tackle. He picked up 5. They've eaten up some time. They run 4 minutes off the clock and counting. They go back to that split in the backfield, wide out right and left. Little delay, trying to get outside, and they bank forward for an extra yard or 2.
Ball carried by number 32, Vito Visconti. Tackle made by number 99, Jake Holmbeck from Saugus.
Vito Visconti of Pingree.
3rd and 2.
To the 21. 3rd and a couple. North holding on to the football. Coming up on 5 minutes. They've eaten off the clock, leading 13-6. We're in the 3rd period. This is the 58th Agganis Football Classic, ending a great week. Try to run it off the right side. Not very much. Just about back to the line of scrimmage. Is going to bring up a big 4th down.
Tackled by a host of soft tackles.
4th and 2.
No gain, and have a 4th down. 4th and 2 for the
Again, a great group of people. The Demakis family's been involved for many years. The Agganis family.
21 yards.
A lot of great sponsors. Eddie Kale, the old item post editor, was involved way back when. Harold Zimmerman, Elmo Benedetto. Great people got this off and running along with the Yawkey Foundation. The games run well every year. The Games Committee Executive Director, Paul Harron, does a great job with a lot of people to help him. I'm sure he'll be the first one to say that. Caught for a 1st down.
Pass from Brendan Tracy, complete. Number 88, Max Friedman. For North 1st down.
Friedman with the catch.
9-yard line.
They put the ball inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So they picked up 7 and a 1st down. They hold on to the football, and they're running this 3rd period out. They go back to the I formation. Getting inside the 10.
Ball was carried by Bluebills, number 37, Garrett Simpson.
Jared Simpson with the carry.
Brought down by the South defense. After a gain of 5, will be 2nd and 5 from the 9-yard line.
They put it down at the 9. South hasn't touched the ball yet in this 3rd period. They stay with the eye. Faking, rolling, tucking it. Almost picked off in the end zone. Threw it on the run, being chased out of bounds.
Will be 35 from the 9-yard line.
So 3rd and 5 from the 9. They have a kicker. Federico kicked the extra point. So if they don't get in, they might try a field goal to make it 2 possessions. Big play here. They stay in the eye. They put wideouts, two of them to the far side. They keep everybody else in tight. The handoff straight ahead. They're going to be close. That was Simpson again, I believe, with the carry. They put it down at the 5. He picked up 4. It's going to be 4th down and a yard. 4th down and a yard. They've eaten over 8 minutes of this third period. This is the 14th play of the drive. Wideouts right and left, they're not going to see the ball. 4th down and a yard. Tracy with the sneak runs ahead for the first down.
Quarterback sneak by Brendan Tracy. That's going to be a non-first down. First and goal from the 4-yard line.
They put it at the 4. Needed a yard, he got a yard. He's not bad. He ran for 1. Passed for 1. He's run for 30 yards. Keeps the drive alive here with a couple of nice passes and a run. The pitch. Looking to get to the corner. He's going to get there. Did he go down first? His knee went down first. He slid. Got to the 1-yard line. It looked like he went in, but he was dragging his knee behind him. He got to the 1.
Down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for the North squad.
Second and goal from the 1. They've eaten up 9.5 minutes and counting in this third period. South has not seen the football. Walking in off the left side.
Fourth touchdown. Number 47. Those Gummies from Peavey High School. North 19 to South 6.
Louis Garridia from Peabody.
Mark Federico, he's making the extra point attempt.
$51 yards in 16 plays. Kick is good.
Kick by Mark Federico is good.
1:11 left in the third period, and the South is going to get the ball for the first time.
At deep for the South squad, this is number 2, Alvin Gonzalez. And number 4, Jalen Echeverria.
So they go 51 yards in 16 plays. 2 big pass plays from Tracy for first downs. He also ran for a first down in that drive. He's having himself a night. And once again, Federico from North Andover will exercise that right foot. Just about the 5-yard line. Straight ahead. Across the 25, maybe to the 28. Marcos Echeverria.
Tackle was made by number 31. Dave Finrell. Astronomical High School.
Out to the 28 is where they'll put it in play.
First and 10 for the South.
This will be the first time they snap the ball in this third period, and there's 1:03 left in the period. The quick out, incomplete. Trying to get Echeverria on the sideline.
Second and 10.
Second and 10 for the South at their own 28. Quick out again to Echeverria. He got hit solidly.
Chris Galley completed to number 4, Jalen Echeverria. Tackle made by number 1, Mark Federico. Going to be 3rd and 1 for the South.
At the 37-yard line. They picked up 9. So it's 3rd down and a yard. And they're going to run the football. I would assume this will be the last play of the third period.
South will have a 3rd and 1.
Double wideouts to either side. Motion coming to the near side. They fake it. They run straight ahead, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Galley on the carry.
Get a little chippy out there now.
Third quarter comes to an
Neither one, they got 2.
score after 3. It's the North 20 and the South 6.
So we reached the end of the third period. North held on to the ball. Left South with a minute left, just over a minute left. And they scored to make it 20-6, a 14-point lead for the North. With 3 periods, we have 1 period left in Agganis week here at Manning Field. 20-6, the North over the South at the end of 3 periods. 11 minutes of football left. South needs a little bit of help. And they're not going to get it there.
Chris Galley on the carry. Brought down by number 17.
They couldn't get by Bob Adams from Beverly. And Galley went down, and he's grimacing in pain. He lost 4 on the play. Let's hope he's going to be all right. Galley from Marblehead, he's going to Bowdoin. Hope it's just a cramp or he's getting up. Thank God.
Nice round of applause for Chris Galley.
So it's nice to see him get up and get under his own steam.
2nd and 14 for the South squad.
He's favoring that right leg a little bit, but thank God it's not as bad as it looked. He's being looked at by the trainer. So he lost 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 14 from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. They temp it out. Caught. Shot can. He only get.
Number 12, Adam Bowler, completed to number 40, Jonathan Neal. We'll have a 3rd and 10.
Jonathan Neal from Stoner made the catch. They got back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. The clock is the enemy now from the south. They trail by 2 scores.
3rd and 10. Their own 41-yard line.
Quick out. Echeverria makes the catch. Nowhere near a first down. They put it at the 45-yard line.
Jalen Echeverria,
They picked up 4.
4th down and 6.
They may have to go for it here.
Who's made by number 44.
They're down 2 scores. It's not going to do them any good to punt the football and let North shrink the game again. So they are going to go. Fourth and 6. 3 wideouts to the far side, 2 to the near side. Bowler of Arlington in the backfield by himself. Looking to throw. The quick out. Picked off. We got a flag on the play.
Pass from number 12, Adam Bowler.
Matthew Fiore of Linfield picked it off.
Matt Fury.
There's a flag on the play. He returned it inside the 45, but the flag is against the North, I believe, and they're going to mark it off from the 48-yard line, so that's going to put them in their own end, but they get the ball back. Fiore read that really well, just stepped in front, picked it off. Gave them good field position, but they're going to bring it back to the North 42. They still have good field position at their own 42. And they can shrink the game up. We told you this is the tiebreaker. North and South, 8 games this week has gone 4-4. The winner of this gets their team, either North or South, a win. Whalen dumps it underneath. And we got a flag coming. There's going to be a legal block against the North. Whalen completed the pass to Sam Weber of Hamilton Wenham, but it's coming back. They're going to give him to the 48 of the South. So they give him 10 yards on the pass, and North is going to get penalized back to the 42. So they're right back where they started. It'll be 1st and 10. So they had the nice play to Weber from Whalen. Whalen rolling to his good side, his left side. He's a southpaw. But the illegal block pushed him back. The pitch, trying to turn the corner, might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Louis Garridia from Peabody with the carry. They're going to put the ball down at the 40, so he lost 2. Clock is stopped with 7:52 left in the game. North 2 scores ahead. South has to shut them down, get the ball back, score quickly, get the ball back, score again. North just took it away with all the momentum in the 3rd period. They just held on to the ball. almost 10 minutes of the 11-minute period in the third period. South only ran 3 plays in the third period. Whalen lets it fly long and deep. And Max Friedman became a defensive player. He was the intended receiver. He went up to get a hand on it, knock it down so that South wouldn't intercept it and get the ball back.
We have a winning number in the quad goal.
It'll be 3rd and 12.
1813094. 1813094. If you have the winning ticket, please go to the concession stand. Thank you.
7:43 left with the clock stopped with the incomplete pass.
The North has a 3rd and 12 from their own 40-yard line.
They need 12 to hold on to the football. Whalen, good protection. He's got plenty of time. Rolling, looking, incomplete. Chance Bono with the hit. Friedman was there looking to make the catch. He went up, got a hand on it, and Bono just knocked it away by knocking him away. 4th down, this will be the first time the North is going to kick the ball away.
Back deep for the South squad is Jalen Echeverria and Alvin Gonzalez.
Lynn Tech and St. Mary's. St. Mary's, Echeverria, Lynn Tech, Elvin Gonzalez are back deep, awaiting the punt from who else? Federico. We got a whistle.
We have a South timeout.
South was running people in and out, back and forth, and they have to take a timeout.
Winning number in the quad goal one more time. 1813094. You have the winning ticket, please.
I'm looking at Galley down here on the sideline with his helmet off with the trainer. Seems to be okay. We're thankful for that. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. This has been a time when these young men, on both sides, they're playing with players that they banged heads with all year. Linemen who banged heads, didn't like each other during the season. And this is the one sport in the Agganis. Gonzalez fields it at the 15-yard line. And it's going to get backed up and knocked down. The other sports, baseball, softball, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, the players, the All-Stars show up the day of the game. And they make friends. They probably know each other before then, but football, they go out and they work out for 3 or 4 days. Coaches get used to them. They run whatever plays, whatever defense they're going to run. So they get to know each other, practicing for 3 or 4 days, and people that they saw with different uniforms on, now they get to know. A lot of great friendships have been made in Agganis week, but especially with the football players. Low snap, handoff, turning the corner with a head of steam and getting a first down. Peter Roach from Arlington took the handoff from Arlington. Gets it out to the 30, picked up 12 and a first down. But they got to giddy up in their step. They're down 2 scores. They lob it up over the middle. What a nice catch.
21, Connor Donahue for the first
Connor Donahue with a great catch. Nice pass.
ball to North 20, 31-yard line.
To the 31. 39 yards. Back-to-back first downs. Perfect pass thrown. Over the middle. Had him and had to get rid of it because he was getting rushed a little bit.
21, Connor Donahue.
Looking for Connor Donahue again.
Second and 10.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Just over 6 minutes. 7 ticks. Over 6 minutes left in the football game. Three wideouts to the near side, 2 to the far side. Bowler by himself in the backfield. Bowler gets inside the 30. They get to the 28 for a pickup of 3. And that clock keeps running, and they need 2 scores. And they're taking a little too much time between plays.
Third and 7.
Two big plays coming up for the South. They need 7 yards. Looking, in trouble, rolling, lets it fly for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Defense went up a little too quick. Bowler put it right on the money.
Ball's pass is complete to number 21,
Connor Donahue.
High School with a South touchdown.
$82 yards in 5 plays. 67 of in the air.
Score North 20, South 12. South will go for a 2-point conversion.
They'll go for 2. It's down to 1 score. Regardless, they'd like to get this to make it a shorter 1 score, but it would still be 1 score with an 8-point difference, but they'd love to get 2 here. Caught by Echeverria. So don't go away. 5 minutes left. It's a 6-point game.
Jalen Echeverria. Five minutes left, and North is up 20 to 14.
South has gone over 200 yards. North over 200 yards. And we got ourselves a game. I don't think you'll see an onside kick here. They don't really need it, although the North is thinking about it because their deep guys are up around the almost the 30-yard line. They're expecting an onside kick. I would think the South would kick it deep.
And it's Liddell kicking off for the South.
It's caught and downed at the 40-yard line.
Brought down by Matt Friedman, St. John's Prep. North will have the ball at their own 39-yard line, first and 10.
So the North will look to run out 5 minutes and win for the 23rd time. Tracy looking, they're throwing. Incomplete. Surprise throwing the football. They knocked Tracy down. I thought you would see the North running the football, trying to run the clock out. They come out throwing. So 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. North has only punted once. South, unfortunately, punted their first time and only kicked it 11 yards, and the North only had to go 21 yards for their first score. Second one wasn't much further, only 43 yards. But then they ate up the third period. South ran 3 plays in the third period. They only had a minute left on the clock when they got the ball. They almost lost the football. You wonder why coaches get gray hair. Garambi from Salem had it, bobbled it, it went up in the air, and he grabbed a hold of it and got to the 48-yard line. 3rd and 2, a very big play coming up. We'll be closing in on 4 minutes left when they snap the football. They nail him in the backfield. They drop the ball. South's got the football. Sean O'Brien from Northeast Regional. At the 39-yard line. Who would have thunk this? The way the third period went. But with 4:04 left, South has a pulse. They trailed by 6. .404 left. South can pull it out. Bowler in the backfield by himself. They've got plenty of time. Bowler with the keep gets back to the line of scrimmage. I think they're going to give him. He's going to lose a yard back to the 40.
2nd and 11.
So 2nd and 11 as we're under 4 minutes. They go deep. There's a man there. Incomplete. They double up on him and knocked it away. Elvin Gonzalez of Tech was there, but they made a little bit of a sandwich out of him between 2 blue shirts. And obviously in 4-down territory here, you're not going to kick the ball away, obviously. They've got 2 plays to make 11 yards and keep the drive alive. Because if they turn it over, North is going to be able to run the clock out and win the game. Third and 11. So Sean O'Brien made it exciting, picking up the fumble.
Yep.
They wind up losing 4 more yards.
26 years old. Stop by number 54, Patrick T. It'll be 4th and 14 for the South.
They lose to the 43.
43 yards.
Here's your ball game right here. 2.5 and counting. They need 14 for a first down. 3 wideouts to the far side, 2 to the near side. It's come down to one big play in this 58th Agganis Classic. And it's been a classic. Bowler looking to throw. And he overthrows everybody. Way out of bounds.
The South will turn the ball over on down. North will take over on its own 44-yard line.
214 yards of offense for the South. 220 for the North. The difference is 6 points. They put 2 minutes on the clock. So the North has to kill off 2 minutes. Billy Whalen is in at quarterback. They run it ahead. Garidia of Peabody. They picked up 4. South takes a timeout. Garidas that ran the ball. He's going to Merrimack. The locals, we haven't said that. Elvin Gonzalez from Lynn Tech. Deshaun Butler from Glasgow. Taylor Echeverria from St. Mary's. Connor Donahue from St. Mary's. Chase Bono from Lynn Classical. Emerson Ramirez from Lynn Tech. They've represented their schools and their selves and their families in the city extremely well tonight. Tracy is back in at quarterback. And Garidas, once again, a little extracurricular activity at the end of the play. And they're taking one of the players out. He got third and 5, 1:43 left. South doing what they can to try and get the ball back, but they got the ball back with a big fumble recovery by Sean O'Brien of Northeast Regional. But they couldn't take advantage. They wound up losing 4 yards in 4 plays. The fourth being the incomplete pass. And the North takes over, and they're looking to kill the last minute and 43. The game really turned around in the third period. It was a one-score game at halftime. North came out and ate up almost 10 minutes. It was just over a minute left in the third period when South got the ball back. North took the ball the length of the field. They went 51 yards in 16 plays. They fill the backfield with the North. Wideouts right and left. Whalen's going to throw. He lets it fly. Incomplete. It brings up a fourth down. I don't think you want to give the South position here. I would think that they would kick it away. Fourth and a short 5. And the North's going to take a timeout, I think, to talk about it. I'm not sure how much there is to talk about. You're up 6, 139 left. I wouldn't think you'd want to give the South the ball in your end. Of course, if you run a play and get a first down, the game is over. But
We'll have the presentations of the most valuable players at the conclusion of the contest.
we've had some great plays. Passing has been there. Certainly been the passing. The game, North has passed for 170, South has passed for 186. Tracy's had a terrific game. He passed for 1, ran for 1. He completed a couple of big passes and ran for a big first down on the drive that is now the difference in the game. The touchdown in the third period. So if Brandon Tracy of Damas doesn't get the MVP award, he should hire a lawyer and sue. He's done more than his fair share. Bowlers complete some big passes. Now they quick out. Picked off. Echeverria, that might turn the MVP vote around. He stepped right in front. He's used to running those kind of patterns. He's a good wide receiver as well as a running back. He picked it off and took it down deep, and the South has a pulse again. At the 30-yard line. So the fourth period has not been friendly to the North. The third period certainly was. And the South gets it back, and they have a shot. Who would have thunk it? North didn't try to run the clock out. They threw the ball a couple of times. Bowler with the keep, turns the corner, runs out of bounds to stop the clock.
Carried by the South number 12, Adam Bowler, forced out of bounds by the North.
He picks up 5. So this game's going right down to the wire.
Second and 5 of the 25-yard line.
The only tie in this game was in 1987. That was West led, it was East and West, 7-0, 15-7. Not going anything, they're running the football. Right back at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5 as we're coming up on a minute left. They're taking a lot of time in the huddle. There'll be under a minute left when they snap the football. If Jalen Echeverria is voted in as the MVP, it would be the first time I know of that somebody would get 2 MVPs. He got it for basketball. Bowler looking. In the end zone, the defender slipped. The wide receiver was open, and the pass was too high and over his head, and he slipped and went down trying to make the catch. And he comes up limping a little bit. So this game has come down to one play.
4th and 5, 25-yard line.
39 ticks left. One play. And again, who would have thunk it after that third period when the North just took over? They didn't have to go far. They only had to go 51 yards, but they did it in 16 plays, very methodically, most of them on the ground. Everybody's been throwing the ball all over the place. They ran the ball 11 of the 16 plays. Finally cashed in with a 1-yard run. So here we go, down to this last play. Caught, it'll be a first down.
Passing number 12, Adam Nolan, and number 4, Jalen
Echeverria.
First down. South will have the ball at the North 19-yard line.
They needed 5, they got 6. They're closing in on 200 yards passing. Perfect throw by Bowler, perfect catch. 33 seconds left. North takes a timeout. 20-14, a 6-point difference. The worst that could happen is if South scores, they get a tie. There's a possibility that they could get the conversion and win the game. And who would have thought it? The fans in the stands are getting their money's worth. It looked like the North took complete control, going 51 yards in 16 plays, holding on to the ball for 10 of the 11 minutes in the third period. South only ran 3 plays. But they come out, they got it back at their own 18-yard line. Bowler went to Donahue for 39, then he went to Donahue for 28 and a touchdown. They looked like they were getting back in it on a fumble recovery by Sean O'Brien from Northeast Regional. They couldn't punch it in. They had it earlier at the 5-yard line, first and goal, couldn't punch it in. Now they've got it at the 19, first and 10, with 33 ticks left. Harry Agganis' number. The quick out. The ball went to the ground. They call it complete. North is going to recover the fumble, and that's going to be the ball game. What a tough ending. They completed the pass. They made a hit. They knocked the ball loose. North recovered it, and North is going to win the football game. What a tough loss for the South. They had completed the pass. They tried to get a couple of extra yards. It got knocked loose. The North scooped it up. They ran it out to the 36-yard line. 21 ticks left, and that's going to do it. North got out very quickly after they shut South down. A short kick gave them the ball at the 21-yard line. Tracy ran in from the 8. It was 7-0 after Federico kicked the extra point. After another punt, they went 43 yards in 4 plays. It was Tracy to Friedman for 33 yards. The kick was no good. It was 13-0. South, just before the half, went 46 yards in 6 plays. It was a 22-yard pass to Echeverria getting to the 16. They lost 2 to the 18. And then it was Tracy. They fumbled and almost gave the ball away. There was only blue. If there was white shirts there, they could have picked up and run in for a touchdown. Tracy went to Pena for the touchdown to make it 13-6. Excuse me, Bowler went to Corner Lynch of Swampscott for the touchdown to make it 13-6 at halftime. And then the backbreaker for the South. North got the kickoff to start the third period. They ran 16 plays, 11 of them on the ground. They ate up virtually 10 minutes of the 11 minutes. South only ran 3 plays in the third period. And it was Louis Garitas from Peabody going in from the 1. The kick was good. It was 20-6. South got back in it. They went 82 yards in 5 plays. Bowler went 39 to Donahue. He went 28 to Donahue for the touchdown. And then he went to Echeverria for the conversion. It was 20-14, which turned out to be the final score. South got the ball back at the North 39 on a fumble recovery by O'Brien. They couldn't do anything with it. North got it back, turned it over. A big interception by Echeverria. They had the ball at the 30-yard line. They got a first down at the 19. They made a completed pass, and when they completed the pass, the receiver trying to battle for a couple of extra yards. North defense did a great job, knocked the ball loose, picked it up, recovered it, got possession, and then ran the clock out. They almost turned the ball over on the last play. So it goes right down to the wire, but the North is going to win it. A great way to end it. We had a great lacrosse game, the boys, next to last game, down to the last 16 seconds. Max Friedman, the receiver. I kind of think Tracy got shortchanged. Jalen Echeverria will be the MVP. That's his second MVP of the week. Nobody's ever done that before. It could have been several people. I think Tracy got kind of shortchanged, the quarterback. He passed for 2 and ran for 1. So I don't know how he doesn't get the MVP, but I was only 1 vote. But Echeverria certainly, with that interception, certainly around. It could very easily have been Adam Bowler, who did a lot of passing. So it winds up with the North, 220 yards of offense, 12 first downs. $229 yards of offense for the South. So it was 220 to 229. 12 first downs for the North, 11 for the South. So it was that close, a 6-point game. And the South had a couple of opportunities. They had a first down at the 5. They didn't punch it in. They had a couple of possessions late in the game. Couldn't get the big pass play. And then they had one last shot off the interception by Echeverria. And they made the completion. Looked like they might be close to a first down. North made the big defensive play, knocked it loose, picked it up, and then was able to run out the clock, and they win it by a score of 20-14. So there are no losers here. The 9 games were played this week. Another magnificent Agganis week. The weather was very good. The weatherman played a big part, and it was good. It was very cooperative. A lot of great young, talented male, young boys, young girls, young men, young women did a tremendous job showing off their talents. Congratulations to the Agganis committee once again. Almost 1,000 scholarships, over $2 million in scholarship money. And they're already looking forward to going over 1,000 and just adding to that $2 million figure next year, when we'll be right back here for 9 more games. But a tremendous week. Congratulations to the Dominguez family, the Agganis family, and congratulations to the executive director of the Games Committee, Paul Howland, who did yeoman work this week and did a great job in coordinating all the games, getting everybody together, getting the uniforms, the coaches, making sure everybody had what they needed. I know he had a lot of help that he knows he had, but he was the guy that crossed the T's and dotted the I's. So no losers. Everybody had a great time. Scholarships, everybody's walking out with a smile on their face. The fans got a great game to end the week on. 20-14, the North holds on and beats the South. That's going to do it for Agganis week. The 58th Agganis in the books. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.